Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about understanding important reminders of the no contact rule. So I did a Skype session with somebody recently who'd been watching my videos for several weeks, and during it we came across some confusion around the no contact rule. So I have some really important reminders of why we do the no contact rule and how to use it effectively. He sent me a really awesome email after our Skype coaching, so I'm going to share that first. Then I'm going to clarify several things about the no contact rule that's going to be critical for you guys. So this is going to be an awesome video for you guys that are trying to do no contact. So let me start off with the email, then we'll get into the pointers. He said, "Hi Craig, I wanted to give you a very heartfelt thank you for your time with me today. Thank you. It's amazing to me how much I, along with others, thought they knew about women, relationships, and even themselves/myself. That was until I found you. Your videos have helped me tremendously, and I will continue to watch them. Not just once, but again and again. I've learned so much in this short time and will continue to learn. Your coaching session today was very effective. Your words of advice resonated with me. You helped to put me in a better place of understanding and point me in the direction that I need to be going. I watched another 3 videos. How to be your mountain, how to be your Superman, and be her best option. Along with working on myself to get better, I want to be her best option. I know in my heart I am her best option. Although my heart aches with tears in my eyes as I write this, I will work on becoming a better man for myself and her. I also want you, Craig, to be proud of me as I continue to follow your advice. You are very wise, personable, caring, etc. I can feel your passion in what you do, and you truly care about the health and happiness of others. Another goal I have is to be able to contact you with a success story, to be able to let you know that she and I have reunited. In the meantime, I will continue to learn and apply and do the things I need to move forward and achieve my goal. Bye for now." That was such a great email to hear, and I love to hear you guys' success stories. And this guy's in a situation where I think he's got a real good chance of getting his ex back. And you know, obviously we did a nice hour-long Skype with him, and we'll probably do one again in the near future. But I think he's got a really good shot. So, just to let you guys know, when you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net. In the top right-hand corner, it says Schedule Session. All you have to do is schedule a session with me. I can do an email session, email coaching with you, or we can do Skype one-on-one for an hour. You're gonna really feel better after we do it and we work together. That's the real benefit of me being here. I put all this info out there for you guys, but every breakup is different and you need to talk about it. And I understand when you go to your friends and your family, they're going to sabotage your situation. Not intentionally, but they don't understand it like I do. They don't have the training, the education, the insight. I've been doing this for a long time and I've been studying this for years. I've been a therapist since 2002. I have my master's degree in counseling. I did behavior analysis for 4 years before I did that. Trust me, I'm here to help you guys. I don't want you to do this alone. I've been in your shoes. I felt alone. I didn't know where to turn. I went to friends and family, and a lot of times the information is contradicting. So, if you don't want to get my help, that's okay. You know, the hell with you. Just kidding. So I've got some really good pointers for you guys, and I think these are going to be really good reminders, clear up some confusion about the no contact rule. So, if a woman breaks up with you, I suggest that you tell her that you love her and that you want it to work out, and to contact you if they change their mind. You're not trying to be cold here. You're simply trying to negotiate terms of a deal that you like. You want a good deal. Anything less than what you want is not a good deal. Okay? Accepting friendship is a terrible deal. Some of you guys think, oh, if I'm just her friend, then she's going to, see how great I am and I can get her back. Absolutely not. You're not getting what you want. You're going to look weak in that situation. Like, oh, after we've been together all this time, you're going to settle for friendship now? No. The only thing that giving her friendship does is make it easier for her to transition out of your life. That's it. Friendship benefits her, the person that broke up with the person, not you. You're going to suffer the consequences of that. Terrible, terrible deal. For example, if you went to buy a Ferrari, and when you did, they say, well, here's a 1989 Ford Escort for the same price. Would you accept that deal? Hell no, right? You only accept deals on your terms. You have to be a confident, strong guy. You are the star of your own movie, right? Your life is a movie, and you're the star of it, not her. You're not going to settle for second best in your own movie, are you? You're going to make her the star of your movie? No way. That's a crazy deal. You should never settle for that. So, there are several reasons why we do no contact. If someone breaks up with you, it has to be their idea to get back together. A lot of you guys feel the instinct to fix things, to chase them. It's not going to work. I've been there. I've tried it. I've seen it. My friends have done it. I've studied this. I know what I'm doing. You're just going to chase them away. They're going to be like, oh, I broke up with him and he still wants me? As a matter of fact, I'm going to go a little bit off the rails here, but I had a friend that did that. Cheated on a guy. She didn't feel bad. Right? So imagine the situation. She cheats on him. She laughs about it to her girlfriends because the guy was so hot. Right? Okay, so she has zero remorse, doesn't feel bad. At first the guy is really hurt, obviously, but what he does is he stands up for himself. And he says, listen, I don't think we should talk for a while. Now, all of a sudden, it triggers her anxiety. So she goes from feeling guiltless and having no remorse to all of a sudden be like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have him like I think I did? Then, when she contacts him, because she misses him now, he's like, I thought I told you that I need time and space. Her interest level skyrocketed for months until he finally agreed to meet up with her. I mean, she was calling him, texting him, Facebook stalking him, driving past his house. She was doing all this stuff. Now, meanwhile, this was the same girl who had zero interest in him and cheated on him until he said, nope, I'm sorry, this doesn't work for me. And then she was like, skyrocketed in interest. And you know what? He had the chance to get her back. He would have gotten her back, but he vomited his feelings all over her as soon as they got together. I miss you so much. I did this, I did that. And then all of a sudden, her interest went to zero instantly. On that night, it went from skyrocketed, where she would have done anything to be with him, to zero in the matter of no time. But I digress. That really isn't what I wanted to talk about in this video. I'm really trying to explain no contact, why it's so important. But that is a great story, so I love sharing that one. Alright. So, when they break up with you, and here's what you do. Remember, it has to be their idea to get back together. So if they told you, okay, let me rewind a little bit. Sometimes, before a breakup, you can sense that it's going to happen, and you might have found my work beforehand. And you can say to them, call me if you change your mind. But if you're in a situation where they broke up with you a couple of weeks ago, you're not going to contact them to say, hey, I'm just contacting you to let you know, call me if you change your mind. Don't do that. You're going to look foolish, okay? It's okay if you didn't say that to them. Believe me, if they change their mind, they're going to contact you. They will. They'll do the indirect direct approach, which I'm going to get into in a minute. So, aside from using no contact as a way for you to move on with your life, this video is not really about that. This is about how to use no contact if you're interested in working things out. But, obviously, if you want to move on with your life, no contact is the best way to go in most cases, I think. So, you're saying, essentially, I'm moving on with my life, and then you're doing it, right? You're doing it. You cannot initiate contact for any reason with your ex, right? Why? Because any form of communication, likes on social media or text messages or Instagram, any of that, and they know you are still interested. Women are not stupid. They know. If you message them anything, they know you're still interested. And remember, a woman is more attracted to a guy whose feelings are unclear. So, she must be completely unclear that she will ever hear from you again. Right? And the only way that's going to happen is if you maintain no contact. As a matter of fact, you want her to think that you're never going to contact her again. You want her to think that. Why? Because anxiety is the root of desire. So, the things that we're anxious about are the things that we desire. If you want her to desire you, she has to be anxious that she's lost you. That's not going to happen if you maintain any kind of contact with them. This is why it works, right? Because they're afraid they're going to lose you. The other person is afraid they're going to lose you. This is the fear behind it. Alright, so here is a very important point. This is where there can be some confusion, and you have to understand this. No contact means you do not initiate contact for any reason. You don't want to initiate. That's what I'm saying. No calling, no texting, no likes, no anything on social media, nothing. Alright? You don't want to initiate. Now, if and when they contact you, that's what we want. Do not ignore them. Some of you guys get confused and think I have to ignore them after no contact because I'm on no contact. No. The reason that we're doing no contact is to cause them to feel anxious, to desire you, to want you back, and then they'll contact you using the indirect direct approach, and that's what we want. We want them to want you. Think about it. Don't ignore them. Now, you're not going to jump at the opportunity to text them back right away, right? Because, think about it. They broke up with you. You want to wait maybe to the next day. Use your best judgment. But not like first thing in the morning. You need to be like casual about it because they broke up with you. And their anxiety will start to rise after you haven't responded to that text message. In other words, their anxiety rises, their desire rises. Remember, they dumped you. Now, you were probably doing things to hurt them, make them feel trapped, or you had insecure behavior in a lot of cases. So, it's not like they broke up with you for no reason, hopefully. I mean, it is true for certain cases. But their value of you dropped to the point where they said, you know what? I'd rather be without them than with them. I'd rather be gone with them than try and work it out. So take your time in replying. And you want to be kind of indifferent when they message you. Even if in the inside you're ecstatic, it's how you present yourself to them. It's okay in the inside if you're dancing. You're like, oh yeah. You know what I mean? That's fine. I get it, guys. You've been through a difficult time and you're happy. That's great. But you don't want to present yourself in the way you want to present yourself is, yeah, I'm happy that I heard from you, but I'm just as happy when we weren't together. It'd be great to see you, but, I understand if you don't. You definitely don't want to be in a position where they feel like they have the power, they have you, they got you, okay? So, the indirect direct approach is the most likely way they're going to do that. If you haven't seen my videos on that, it's a very confusing, bizarre kind of text message in most cases, where a woman who contacts you will say something like, "Hey, what was the name of your brother's poodle?" And you're just going to be like, what? It's always going to be confusing. Not always. If a girl has a really, really high interest level, she might be like, "I miss you," or "I can't stop thinking about you." And in that case, that's good. But if her interest level is here, always keep yours less. Okay? You want to reciprocate, but you don't want her to be like, "I really miss you," and be like, "Baby, I can't live without you." That's going to make her feel trapped again. So whatever her interest level is, keep it under it. Okay? Reciprocate, but keep it under. Okay, I lost my spot here. The indirect direct approach. Very critical to understand this. But when a woman contacts you, you always want to assume it's because she wants to see you. Not just after a breakup, but even during the week. If she sends you a message, it's because she wants you to ask her on a date. She wants to see you again. That's a great thing. That's exactly what you want. And you want her to know that when she does contact you, you are going to set a date. Okay? Now, in the case of a breakup, you're not going to take her out to expensive dinners and doing all those wonderful, amazing things that you did before she dumped you. No. You want to just have her to come over, hang out, cook dinner, tell her to bring a bottle of wine, and you want romance to happen, okay? This is about getting romance, okay? You're going to be very tempted to do talking and having conversations about it. Do not do that. Forget about the talking. No talking about your feelings. No, at all. Don't do that, okay? There's a bit of a fantasy to this. You have to understand that love, in a lot of ways, is a fantasy, especially in the beginning. So, talking about your feelings is going to kill that fantasy and that desire and that wonder and that mystery. So forget about talking about your feelings. Or if you have to, just do it as little as possible. You need intimacy. You need desire. Okay? You have to understand, this is really important. Once you start to have sex again, your body is going to release chemicals that are going to make you feel good. Oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, all that stuff. That is going to make her feel good. And you, obviously. And then once you've started hooking up after a little while, your body starts to release the bonding hormones, the chemicals that are going to make them bond with you again. And then she'll want to be back together with you again naturally. So, stay away from the feelings. You can reciprocate. Don't go overboard. Whatever hers is, pay very close attention. Keep it at the same level, but I suggest a little bit less. So, let me sum this up for you guys. Remember, no contact is not about ignoring your ex. It's about getting the relationship back on your terms. And you don't want to settle for a deal like friendship. That's a terrible deal for you. It's going to only help her slowly get used to the idea of not being with you. It's about getting them to be anxious about losing you. And then it will cause them to desire you to the point where they contact you again. Got it? So, if you like this video, put a like on there. Leave your comments below. I do read them. I do, get on the boards and chat with you guys when I can. And subscribe to my channel because I post videos Monday through Friday. And when you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net. In the top right hand corner, you can just click on schedule session and schedule whatever works for you, whether it be an email with me or the Skype session, which I really recommend because you're going to get the most out of it. And if you go to my website and you have an idea for a video topic on the home page, you can find my email. Send me an email, no more than a couple of paragraphs, for a topic idea for a video. So, That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.